It is time to wash off what the winter has done to our skin and get ready for spring. And with us today, one of our favorites, Cassandra Carney with Bergstrom Eye and Laser Clinic to talk about chemical peels. Yeah. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Before we even get into chemical peels, I want to talk about where our skin is. A lot of times, it's March, we're like, yes, spring, but you know, we've damaged our skin with the cold air over the last couple of months. What do you usually see when people come in at this point?
Dry, dull, dead skin. And the thing is, especially with, I'll speak from experience with being a woman and wearing makeup, you feel like it magnifies it times 1,000 when you put that makeup on. And we want to feel good about ourselves, and it's tough to know exactly what to do to get your skin to look its best. But chemical peels are a great way to do that, and it's the perfect time to do it with no sun exposure, you know, minimal outside time.
Okay, so then I want to jump into that chemical peel. It's like, oh, it's scary. I was like, is it chemical that's scary or peel that's scary?
It's the other thing is exfoliation isn't always physical. We always think of, you know, that gritty scrub. That's the only way that my dead skin can come off. Chemical peels are actually a brilliant way to do that because it's a little bit more under the surface. So you're getting that congestion that can cause those little bumps that seem to be pimples but never come to the surface, or fine lines and wrinkles are obviously another type of texture that we want to try to plump up. Chemical peels are the perfect way to do that because they aid in changing so many different things that people are concerned about, not just sloughing off that dead skin.
And don't be scared. What? And you told me that.
No,
what do you tell people when they say, I'm too scared? That sounds.
To be honest, we'll even have people come in for a consultation and I'll put a little bit on your hand and have you go home with it. It does have a little bit of a, I don't want to say a tingle maybe. That's just because your skin is reacting to it, and we want that. We don't want the skin to lay dormant underneath. But the redness and that burning sensation, we never want you to feel uncomfortable. But the line of peels from PCA in which we carry are very, very skin friendly. So
and we have some of the products here on the table before we even start showing before and afters. Everyone is different, so it's not like a one size fits all with the peels.
Absolutely, which is why kind of from more sensitive to strong, we have different options, and we can also cocktail and mix a couple of them together and also layer different layers of them to help out your issues and how sensitive your skin is.
Yeah, because some people have sensitive skin. Other people are going to come in and say, give me the strongest, I want to...
Which is me. Yep, absolutely. Everybody's different.
Okay, so we have some great before and afters. If we show, throw one up, because then you can kind of describe what has happened, what we're seeing here, and what you were targeting.
Yeah, so with her in general, as you can see, a lot, and she's actually in her 20s, so a lot of texture as far as pores and dark spots already.
Right.
So for her, it's not that she doesn't have great skin. It's just when you look at her skin with no makeup on, you're kind of distracted, I guess, with the textures and the little bit of the brown spots starting to come, and you don't see her. You see her skin concerns first. So as you can see, with just 2 sessions, over about a 6-week period, you're getting this before and after with no makeup, no retouching, nothing.
Okay, so someone in their 20s even.
Absolutely.
I mean, the sun damage is real. I talk to you all the time about hiding a ton of sun damage under my makeup, but you know, as we're getting better, but you know, we all have some of that sun damage.
Nobody's immune to it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, let's show another picture before and after. Okay, is this the...
So this one is pores, pores, pores. So as you can see on the cheek of the before leading into the after, pore minimization is a huge plus with chemical peels. A lot of people feel like, I mean, in general, you're born with your skin type. There's nothing we can do about that necessarily, but you can change the way it looks on the outside. So with something like this, chemical peels help shrink the size and the look of the pore, which also helps if you have oily skin or acneic skin, helps with the minimization of oil as well.
I was going to say, it's not just the look of having, you know, like, oh my goodness, my pores look big. But, you know, continuing to have large pores, you end up usually with some other issues as well.
So as you can see here, it's not always just the dark spots. It's not always just the dead skin. It's just the overall look of the skin can really be done well with a chemical peel.
You can really see the difference.
Isn't that crazy?
There. And once again, is this someone in their 20s?
So she is 25, yep.
You know, so I think, wow, you see a huge difference.
She did a series of 3 applied 5 weeks apart. So, I mean, it is astounding.
Okay.
It really is.
Our next before and after. This is a good one, yeah.
This is a good one. So as you can see with her, so she's actually in her 30s and she's starting to deal with adult acne.
Which is a real thing.
It is a real
like to
thing.
think that you only have pimples when you're going through puberty. It's not
Furthest thing from the truth.
It's not a 15-year-old girl
No.
issue anymore.
And as you can see, she actually has a lot more uplifting into her skin too. It's a lot tighter, a lot brighter. And then those red marks, which can either be from picking, not all of those actually might be acne in real time. They could be scarring or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So as you can see, much more even skin tone, and bye-bye acne.
Oh my goodness, that is a huge, huge difference. So when she came in, I mean, how many treatments did she have?
So most of these pictures are based off of, we try to say a package of 3 for everything we do. The first one is always really introductive. We just want to see what your skin can handle. We want to kind of just be a little bit more sensitive to the fact that you've never done this before. Your second one, we have a little bit more of an idea of what your skin can handle, and we up it just a smidge. And by the third, we really know each other well enough to be a little bit more risky, but in a safe and good way. So most of these are based off of a package of 3.
This is really incredible. And so when you come in, I mean, we were talking initially what dark spots and sun damage. Then you showed us some pores, and then, you know, adult acne. I mean, is there a this works for, what if you had all 3 issues?
Oh, absolutely.
So it's not like you have to pick and choose, like I am just dealing with, you get kind of some of the benefits of maybe the sun damage being peeled away as well?
Absolutely.
Well, that's incredible.
I know. That's why I wanted to talk about it. It really is, and it's nothing to be scared of. It's great.
So what's the downtime? And, you know, because that's kind of a big question, especially, you know.
Absolutely. So depending on the type of peel you do, the downtime is actually minimal either way. But as you work your way over here, a couple days, 4 or 5 maybe, and that's just you being a little bit more tight, and then you feeling a little bit more peely. You don't have anything, I mean, you're not gonna look like you've had the worst sunburn of your life or you feel like you can't show your face anywhere. Like we've said before, it's not like Sex in the City, Samantha, where you walk out and you literally just like cannot look at anybody or yourself in the mirror, regardless. Very reality friendly, and just a couple days. I mean, each skin type is different. Some people don't even need to peel to get results. It's not always, that's the hard thing about chemical peels. You don't always have to peel to get good skin.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and this, what are we seeing here in this picture?
Okay, so this is our PCA peel. And so with this, as you can see, her condition is UV-induced hyperpigmentation, so sun damage. And as you can see here, she's got a dark spot right up in her temple, and they focus more on the orbital area here, which chemical peels are safe to go close to the eye, as long as they're administered correctly. So as you can see here, after 2 months, so 2 treatments for her, her dark spot, which has probably been there for years, is gone.
That's a significant difference.
Absolutely.
You know, wrinkles. This also helps with wrinkles, right?
Wrinkles, to be honest, I think it helps outside of dark spots. I think it helps the most. And as you can see here on her, I guess, jaw/cheek area, her elasticity has gone down like crazy. And so with this, not only has her redness reduced actually quite a bit, but everything is softened. Right. And it's so awesome because, like I said, with chemical peels, it works from the underneath up. So it's really tightening and weaving that collagen back together. And then in return, the top of your skin looks better.
I wanted to save the best for last.
It is the best one.
It
is.
Peel's definitely beneficial for all age groups. We started in our 20s, you know, and you know what? You can have wrinkles in your 20s
and
as
being
well.
preventative is always a good thing.
Okay. Where are you located? How can people get a hold of you?
So we are right across the street from the Bowler on University Drive. Our address is 2601 South University, 701-235-5200.
And like you said, right away, perfect time, as we're
Absolutely.
not really outside yet. We're getting ready for that lake season, which is just around the corner.
Yes.
Cassandra, thanks for coming in, as always. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.